Everyone is not out to get you, Neil. As your environment, or I would say your world, wants you to believe, or in my language here in this academy, expect, is that you always expect someone to be a liar or someone to try to pilfer something from you. Someone wants money from you. They're looking to you to advance themselves. Oftentimes, all we hear is negative, 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 because that's what's pushed through the media. That's what's pushed in our ears from our parents or our brothers or sisters. That's what's pushed in our ears by people who aren't truly happy. And the bundles of them. You know, out of a group of people, you're going to have a higher percentage of those who aren't really happy. They're struggling with their 9 to 5. They're uncertain in their marriage. They're struggling with their kids. They're worried about tomorrow. They're worried about the government. They're worried about their bills. They're worried. And therefore, the looks on their face, they're not happy-go-lucky. They're not your bubbly, sensible, I can get along type of individual. On a user basis, depending on where you're at, what time of day it is, and if you're working around these people. And the conversations with them can become very dry, where the river can be tainted with uncertainty, with unmovable rocks that you can run over, or landmines. And so it takes away your ability to gravitate to the possible positive. It's as if one day at a time, your colorful blue sky is turning grayer. You know, and your happy sun seems not to shine upon your head. And this is indeed orchestrated by the majority that surrounds you and by the direction in which the country is going, by our expectations, because we're not trying to open up a more positive avenue for the future. Therefore, what do you have left but worry, struggle, and an empty position of heart? Now, in this story, I learned as a zero tolerance type of guy that in order to bring in a brighter future and in order to change the perspective of a people, I have to be a straight shooter and keep it raw and uncut, whether I may lose a friend or whether I may lose a girlfriend, by being honest. And honesty is not always going to benefit you. You know, being straightforward isn't always going to put a smile on a people's face. And then there are some people who would rather, they either will like you or they will hate you. And oftentimes you'll find out that they hate you because you have a higher standard, or because you keep it clear, you keep it forward, and you keep it right. And they don't want that. There's too many crooked people who love the obscured path. You know, they love the uncertainty. They love to have a life which is unbalanced and unorganized. And that chaos is addictive. That chaos is addictive. Anything that is usually sensible, forward-going, positive, you know, without chaos, peaceful, those type of people, they cannot accept it because they haven't been raised, nor have they had any good experience with something that is good and peaceful. So there has to be noise in the backdrop. There has to be drama in their life. There has to be a conundrum, or you could say a maelstrom of poisonous, venomous energy that is being absorbed by those around them. In this story, I had a friend of mine who I knew for about 2 or 3 years, and he was married, well, good and married. And I knew his wife. We'd hang out every so often and eat dinner. When it came to going to a theme park, we'd hang out together, take a road trip. And he worked at, I'm not going to say where he worked at because he's going to know exactly who I'm talking about. But I got to keep things clean and clear here. But he worked at a specific store that was in town. And every now and then I would stop by and check up on him and crack a couple of jokes before I move on to my other tasks or businesses. And I did not quite get along with his wife because she was, and I would say is, but today, I don't know if she changed her ways, but I would tell you at the time, she was the typical non-family like type of girl. You know, she wanted to stay home. She was a homebody. She did not really want to socialize with anyone. And she never kept a smile on her face. She couldn't crack a joke for anything. You know, she was almost like an automaton that only he had the special key to wind up. And it wasn't that way because of me. That just was her personality, because she never knew what love was. She never truly had the ability to open up to people and be this kind female. But as I have known him, he was a desperate guy anyway. He was a guy where he was raised up in the church. Yes, he was. And he was told, as most of us have been told by someone else. You see how I put that in context? Told by someone else. That is better to marry than to burn. I know some of you, that click in some of your heads. Okay. So he figured, well, if he wants to donkey dunk, and as a program way to go, as what some other indoctrinated individuals would consider, they say, well, I'd rather let me wait till I get married and then I'll give myself away. And I have an audio on that. If not, I'm gonna break that down to you. I'm gonna let you know now, and it may be a gaps to many of you. You might, oh, Morpheus, you didn't say that. You know, some of you might think, I can't believe that he thinks that way. No, I don't agree with it. I don't agree for several reasons, and I think I broke that down. And maybe I'll just throw it in right now. Then I'm gonna continue back to the story of what I mean about why I don't agree with it. Because should you ever, and I'm going to leave it just the way that it is. For some of you who are you open-minded, you understand. Those who are still stuck in you're in the cave days. You know, you're still sitting there in the churches and you need somebody to tell you who you are. You know, I can understand that you're just going to be like, I don't get it. I don't believe this. No, I want to be a controlled automaton. I don't want to hear what you got to say. I want to be a controlled automaton. I want to do what other people tell me to do. So that's for you. You know, if that's what you used to, if you want to walk around like a computer with your computer keys in the back of your neck, where all people have to do is push it and you activate yourself based on what they want you to do, feel free to do so. This academy is not for you. This academy is for free thinking people. And if you're not that, save your time and your energy and your ears and get off of my channel. Simple as that. Don't waste our time here. The classroom don't need you. When you are with someone, it's no different than when you are buying a car. It is no different. It may be a car, but the way you do it is no different. It's no different. Most car dealerships and dealers themselves, no matter where you are, they want you to test drive the car. They want you to. And most times it's better to do that because you know what you're getting yourself into. You know exactly what it's all about. Okay? Or at least for that test drive. At least you will feel if it's going to be able to handle the road. You'll feel if it has the power you want. You'll feel if the seats are comfortable. Can it fit you? Is it tailored to how tall you are? Do you like the cargo space? Is the back seat doable for your children? Duh, right? Do it have the proper USB outlets? Do you like where the rearview mirrors are? Listen, this is kindergarten conversation here. It's a shame I got to say this. It's a shame, but I know some people right now, they're like, I still don't know. I'm ready to get married first. Okay, you be a moron on your own. I told you, don't waste my time here. But I'm going to speak to you like a kindergartner because a lot of people who are listening to me now, they're laughing at you. So because you want to be the blind and deaf person, okay, I have to speak for you in this classroom. I apologize for those who are at the graduate level and I have to treat these people like that. Okay, I apologize, but I really don't have a choice because I have to be the messenger with this. So just bear with this stupidity for the short amount of time, okay? Okay, those in front of the class with an A. Now, for my F students in the back of the classroom. So what you do is you know exactly if you want this car or not. Therefore, you're not going to bring it back and be discouraged or try to tell the dealer that they cheated you out of whatever, or they gave you a lemon car or something that was broke down, because there's even newer cars that might have some bugs or glitches in it. And maybe the dealership don't know. Maybe they warmed it up that morning and driven it around for a mile or so just to get it going. And they thought it was well to drive, and you get in it. Maybe the car decided to act funny on that day because there's something that maybe the dealership didn't see. So they didn't mean to give you a car that was broken. So therefore you have to drive it to make sure that it's going to be of something that's of a quality in your life and it's going to last. So you don't want to put your kids in there, your 8-year-old, 12-year-old, yourself and your grandma, and you drive down the highway and next thing you know, you see white smoke behind you and your wheel go pop. Oh, I don't know where the spare tire is. The dealership never told me that. I got to figure it out because you didn't test drive it. If you don't test drive it, and you don't know where the spare key is, you don't figure out where the special latch is or where your what do you call that, tire iron, car jack, and you stand on the highway talking about, which way did he go, George? Which way did he go, George? Because compare that to a relationship. Compare it to a relationship, okay? You need to know this person can last. There are, trust me, as a man, a woman, a woman connoisseur. Okay, I've been in positions where when it came time to donkey dunk, all right, and the clothes is on. The clothes is on. She's looking quite well, and I'm thinking, okay, I got a hook here, right? I'm thinking, okay, this is my moment to feast. I'm grabbing my fork and my spoon and I'm putting my bib on. I'm ready to go, right? Just being silly here. And when I go into, I'm not talking about that, but y'all silly. When I engage, getting ready to, and the clothes finally come off of this mystery person, this mystery girl, right? And it will look good from the shoulders to the abdomen. And then once it start going even further to the floor, it's like, wait a minute, something's wrong. Something, something's not right here. Like, it's like, I don't know about that, and stuff start popping out in different places. Once, I thought she was like 129 pounds and the way that she looked was nowhere near 125 pounds. The vision was like 160, 70 pounds. Like, how did you hide all this? How did you hide it? And then there's abrasions over here, tattoos over in the back, right? Bruises, around this area. Listen, I got to be real with you with this. I got to be real. Okay. And, I like fish every now and then. Fish tastes good. It's fine. But, if you accidentally, if you cook some fish and you leave the package like on your countertop. I did that one time by accident, right? And I go in the house, right? And I'm like, dang, what is that? Whoa. I'm like, my house don't stink. I clean everything, right? Countertops are always clean. The floor, wooden floor, it's always mopped. Nothing, no crevices in the corner. My house stays great because it's just me. So everything I place, wherever it's at, when I come back, it's going to be, so I'm like, did I accidentally, did I forget to flush, the toilet or something like that. I know I don't smell like that, but I'm like, so I end up finding out that, like, okay, what's that? Like, what's that? Now, wait a minute, did you? And immediately, immediately my thermostat, which is all the way up and all hot and heated and ready to go, starts, declining. It start declining and my interest is gone. Then I'm like, you know what? No, I'm good. No, I'm good. Let's talk another day. I'm busy. Like I'm not interested. And then I immediately begin to, put them at a distance, let them go and say, no, we can't work out. This is not what I signed up for. So I immediately I become disappointed because I didn't know what I was getting myself into. Now that I tried to put that together properly and dutifully for virginous ears. Okay. Now let's go further with it with the third stage here. Imagine this girl who says, I'm not going to do this until I get married. Okay, fine. Okay. So check this out. You date her, you with her, you do whatever that you can with her. You just, talking, passing letters, texting for a good year or year and a half, however long, you've been friends for a long time and they always don their clothes around you. Okay, basically. I know we know this don't happen, but still, it's a good idea. And so you never got to the point where you was at fourth base, or some people say third base. I don't care. Whatever base it is, you don't know everything about her. Never engaged that way. She was modest, this church going girl, always had a dress on. So you just always curious. And all you doing is just waiting for that particular time where you can eliminate the mystery. Right? And so you're actually purchasing something that you don't know have the ability, because it can go two ways. It can actually go two ways, which can be the worst it's three ways it can go, but the two ways out of three means the batting range is actually against you. Your odds of success is against you. Because one way it can go, this girl, when she unravels herself, every pin, every button on her body and body parts and hair start falling out. And then you're like, you're done for. Then you're stuck because you already said, I do. And she got a ring on her finger and now you stuck on it. Right. And the second part of it is this person will say that she's not interested in consummating after the recession, whatever you call that, after your marriage. I know what it is. I can care less. The party afterwards, right? Then y'all supposed to consummate and, have your little honeymoon and whatever you do. Right. And she's like, I'm really not interested in it. I was just, thanks for marrying me. Thank you. I'm here now. I got you. Right. And you're stuck because now she really don't like it. She's been donkey dunking since she was able to donkey dunk. And you never knew that because you was just anxious to put a ring on it because you was curious because you never driven it. You never test driving it, never test driven it. And the problem is sometimes it don't happen immediately. When these cases happen, I'm going to tell you when it happens. It happens after a couple of years being with them. It may not happen on the honeymoon night of consummation. It will happen over a series of time where she began to take off her disguise, where she was a certain weight. She start gaining weight a lot faster, right? Start cutting her hair off. She start transforming to be this girl you never thought she was. She was that girl the whole time. She put on fake cosmetics just to get you for that short amount of time. And after she married you, you're finished. Because what she'll do is she start relaxing, she start getting comfortable, and she's like, well, I can take my mask off now. And now you looking at her, she looks like grandma now. She's grandma. No teeth, everything looks crooked, everything's bent over here, one thing's bigger than the other. Okay, and they're telling you, well, I can't do what I used to do. You be like, wait a minute, what is this? And it's over a series of time. It's after a couple of years. Depending on how bad she lived her life. How many years did she give her fertile youth away to useless individuals or blue pill betas? Okay, or whoever. Blue pill baiters really don't win. They just white knight people. It'd be more like guys who just want to pump and dump, if anything. You know, the bad guys, the boys who are in and out of prison. You know, that's who she gave her life and her fertility to, and wasted it. But nothing left to give you. And the other way, after a couple of mighty years, she'll begin to tell you after 5 years, 6 years, or however years, right? The further up and the longer you with this person, she'll say, well, I really don't like donkey dunking with you no more. Don't touch me. You know, from the night of the honeymoon, it was almost like once every 2 days, you know, like 4 times a week or something like that, or 3 times, depending on if you're busy and what you have to do. Right. But then year to year, it started disappearing like speckles. You know, by the fifth year, it always have to be an honeymoon or a special event or some sort of special celebration before you're able to do the, what do you call that? The Nutty Professor. Remember on the Nutty Professor when the dad and the mom was in the bedroom, right? And she was like, Cletus, you never touch me, Cletus. What's wrong with you, Cletus? You know, do you ever take the red pill, the blue pill, Cletus? Why don't you go see a doctor? He said, I tried it, man. I'll be sucking down those pills like they're candy. Oh, Cletus. No, she roll over and be like, you know, what did she do? She put the drape on top of the light stand, right? And she started patting her hair and looking over at him. Y'all know the movie. Stop playing. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. And so she's like this, like, Cletus. And he turned around and looked at her. Like, what you doing, woman? Well, take that drape off of the lampshade before you cause a fire. Oh, Cletus. Y'all be like that. Y'all be just like that. And you looking in the mirror, the guy you used to be, losing your hair, losing your focus, your testosterone. You know, you're not out riding your Harley Davidson anymore. You know, your truck, you want to do more with it, but you can't because she won't let you. You know, holding your donkey dunking hostage now. I can't do it anymore. I don't know what's going on. You know, rarely is it a miracle at the end of the movie, right? At the end of the movie where, you know, he finally gets his mojo back. You know, you dancing with your old woman, as they say. And she's like, ooh, what's that? You happy to see me? Oh, yeah, baby, I got it. It's not like that in real life. Nope, it's usually not like that in real life. If that ever happens, it's because there's a new fling in your life. That's right. It's because, check this out, because you know with her, it's only on a special anniversary or a special night. So you're not okay with that. So in between, you found you a new flame. You found you some other woman who said, oh, your wife don't want to do it. That's okay. I'll do it, baby. No, 10, 15 years younger than her, 20 years younger. So you're like, okay, you know, you're not happy with the wife that you with. You know, it's not that you're poking her to let her know that you're happy to see her. No, you're anticipated. When the night is over, you're going to be getting on your cell phone and you're going to be, you're going to be texting girlfriend number 2 or wife number 2 across town or in the neighborhood that your wife don't know about. But whose fault is it? First of all, it's your fault and it's her fault. It's her fault because she gave away her juice and she don't have enough left to get your manhood going. Ding, 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 ding. Survey says that is the correct answer, Morpheus. And number 2, because you did not test drive the car. And by the time you jumped over the broomstick and you said, like most other people with the dodo bird right on top of their head, they said, I do. But nature said, no, you don't. No, I do. Here's nature. Sir, no, you don't. You really don't. Well, the church said I do, so I better do. Otherwise, I'm a sinner. Sir, listen, nature have nothing to do with indoctrination. So I'm trying to warn you. No, you really don't want to do that, sir. No, I'm a man and I'm full of testosterone. Actually, I'm full of stupidity. But, you know, this is what they said I was supposed to do. And you are supposed to grow up, find me a wife and have some children. So I'm going to say I do, whether you like it or not, nature. Sir, OK, you know what? I tried to help you. OK, fair enough. Go ahead. OK. Go ahead. You go out there and You have at it. Swing that bat as hard as you can, and you come and tell me later on how you feel 15 years later. You come tell me. Okay? So because the man and the woman did not pay attention to the signs and didn't prepare themselves, nor did they, I always use the word educate. When I mean educate, I'm not talking about you sitting in a classroom in front of teachers to indoctrinate you. I'm talking about nature and life. Your instincts and your own anatomy told you already what you're capable of and what you want, but you ignored it because guess what? It's better the marry than the burn, right? And now you're burning. You're burning while you're married. And you got this ring on your finger that's itching your hand that you really want to pull off and throw it somewhere in the deepest ditch, but you can't. Because guess what? It's going to cost you money. And it's going to cost your children the lack of their daddy or their mommy. So you stuck yourself because you don't want to listen to nature. And now you're looking at it like, well, she's just my wife. That's just what I got to do. And while you sitting there in the gym or wherever you at, every other beautiful, well-to-do and accurate female that's probably even more of a better match for you, and especially chemistry and by youth and potential, and you can't be with them. The only time you can be with them is when your wife is looking the other way. Too bad. Okay, so therefore, that's what I mean by absolutely not. Just because you say, oh, the church said that I better be married first before I do that. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Go test drive it. And you're going to be woefully disappointed. And most times you do. And even check this out. You want some more? Y'all want some more? I'm going to give you some more. Hold on. Hold my beer. Wait a minute. I'll give you some. Wait a minute. Hold my beer. I'm going to give you something else. Hold on. Let me open up this thing. Hold on. Hold my beer. Check this out. Even when you know the companion that you are getting involved in, even when you've been friends for 10 years, 5 years, 6 years, even if you did ride the roller coaster for a couple of times before you decide to jump over the broomstick and say, let's get serious, your relationship still fails. You still at a high percentage of divorce here in the Western country. You're still failing at combining your family together. You're still failing at bringing a home to America. So what makes you think you're going to be victorious when you never impact yourself, or you never driven the car before you said I do, and it's going to be successful? You're out of your mind. You're out of your mind. You are setting yourself up for failure, complete failure. You got to make sure that that thing is right for you before you purchase it and say, I'm going to be with this thing for the rest of my life. You know how moronic that sounds? Think about that for a moment. You know how crazy that sounds? That means you better make sure. Just like what I talk about people with religion when they say, oh, I believe and I'm going to put my soul on it. You better make sure that you do your round all the way around. And if you say I do, if you clap onto this person and say, OK, here's my ring, here's the deeds to the rest of my life. OK, then you got to be satisfied with that person. Too bad. That's who you're going to be looking at in the face early in the morning, whether their breath smell like crocodile juice or not. You're going to have to be satisfied with it. Too bad. Come up with some type of cosplay. Come up with some, close your eyes and pretend that there's some if you have to. OK, but you signed up for it. Deal with it. But you know what? We have a door out. You know what the door is out that we have now? Because I'm ranting on this and I need to slow down. Listen, we have doors out now. You know what the doors are now? It's called cheating. It's called social media. It's called midnight hookups. It's called DMs. It's called Match.com POFs. My time. Therefore, while he's asleep or while he's out of town, guess what? All she got to do is go out the door, pick up the special phone, make a couple of clicks, and hey, it wasn't working out for me this afternoon. Can you come over and fix it for me? My plumbing is kind of, it's kind of backed up. I need your help, Mr. Plumber. Don't worry about it. He'll never know about it. He's probably doing it himself. Because every night he's rolling over. He don't ever roll. He used to spoon me. Now he don't spoon me anymore. And I tell him that I want him to, but he don't want to. So, hey, you know, what can you do for me? You know what? He's like, well, I'll do it. I don't have to meet. Listen, check this out. I don't have to be committed to you. So I'll just do it because, hey, I ain't got a ring on your. We don't got a ring on a thing. Fine. It's a part-time thing anyway. I'll pick you up and drop you off while he's paying the whole bill. You know, why he's with the person, right? You know, flipping the bill underneath her roof. She's underneath his ceiling, driving his cars, getting paid for, right? Somebody else is getting it for free. For free. And guess what? You know what's the best time? You know what? You know how the relationship works out better? It works out better when there's no commitment there. I'm sorry, but that's just true. I'm sorry, but that's just true. But I'm not sorry because I'm a straight shooter. What I tell you, some people don't like it. Too bad. Sometimes it's better that way because there's no commitment. There's no bond. There's no contract. This, hey, you know, if it don't work out, I'm out. And most times that's what makes people become even more committed because they're like, you know what? Okay, this person they have no restraint. So if I don't do my best with this person, they're going to go find somebody else. Absolutely. So you know what they do? Your partner, your companion is on their P's and their Q's. They keep their hair did. They go get their fingernails done. They'll wear the best clothes. If you tell them put on a dress, she'll put on a dress. Oh, yes, she will. You know, baby, I like dresses. Okay, I'll do it. Okay, yes, sir. Okay. Because she knows in the back of her mind that you are not obligated to her. She know it. She know you ain't. She know full well as soon as she mess up, you're going to be picking up the phone. Yeah. Oh, Kamala, what are you doing? What are you doing Saturday night, 9 o'clock? Oh, I ain't doing nothing. I'll be coming home. I just got to go do some groceries. What are you talking about? What's up? Oh, I want to come over at 9 o'clock. Are you, you're not expected to come in here? Oh, no, I'm okay. I'm free. Yeah, I'll be there. All right. You know what's up, right? Oh, yeah. I'll be ready. So you know that person that's with them right now, she'd be like, no, I'm not going to let that happen. I'm going to make sure I smell bad. Listen, I'm going to go in the bathroom and swallow down some Dentyne ice. I'm going to be sucking on it all day until I get off work. When I get off work, I'm going to put an extra pack in my mouth. I'm going to be in the shower for about 2 hours. Come out the shower and it's all steaming all over. Where you been at? Skin wrinkly, you know, smelling all like Prada perfume in it. Here I am, baby. Because she knows that if she don't do 100%, it's over. It's done for. Okay. And here's your cue. Here's your red pill, men. Here's your red pill. Check this out. This is fiery stuff right here. Man, I can't even get back to the story. This is fiery stuff. Check this out. If she's not trying to be accurate with you, guess what? She's actually accurate with somebody else. The reason why she's haphazard is because guess what? She got boyfriend number 2 as well. Hello. If you say, oh, no, you know, I have this certain expectation in a relationship and this is what I need. And if you want to work out with me this way, then this is what I request and blah, blah. And she's like, I don't care. Whatever. Oh, you want me to do that? Oh, no. Nah, I ain't about to do all that. You trying to control me. Who do you think you are? Oh, no. No, I ain't, but no. What, you some king of, what? No. I'm not, no. That, you know, just, and guess what? If she's doing that, guess what? She can, because in her back pocket, she already have 3 other guys, probably with your same name. I hate to say it, probably even with your same DNA, which is, you know, nasty, but it's true. Because she ain't trying to line up. Because guess what? She'd be like, well, you got options. Guess what, baby? I got options too. So both of y'all messing around. That's why 100% ain't there. Okay, that's why she's able to flip over on you. I ain't trying to do what you got to say. I don't care because this other guy I'm with, I ain't got to do all that. And guess what? He'll still pay my way and you stuck. And now where are you at? You messing with 2 different girls who's actually 2 different guys' girlfriend. Retarded and ridiculous. So it is getting back to the story, and I'm going to try to weave this into it. It's vital that you must test drive this vehicle first, because if you sign the dotted line, There is more against you than anything that's going to be for you, because we don't even know how to get along with each other in a normal relationship. How much would it be if you say, well, I'm going to blindfold myself. I'm going to randomly pull out a number from the box, out of a box that, 90% of the cards are against you. You got like 10%, only 10 of them is going to be able to benefit you. Right. And you're going to put your hands in there and you get the wrong card and you stuck for the rest of your life. And then after a couple of years, she started transforming because you didn't do your Carfax. You didn't understand what you was signing up for. And now guess what? You stuck, because the journey of life is no different than when you driving your car on the road. It's from one destination to the next. When you marry somebody, you're trying to get to one destination to the next. A to point Z. If you don't want to get to point Z, what do? You blindfold yourself and say, well, I'm just going to randomly try to pretend as if this girl is going to be the best thing as soon as we get into the consummation phase. Because guess what? Guess what cars do over time? If they're put together with bad quality, defective parts, guess what? They start falling apart on you. Guess what? This girl start falling apart on you. Guess what? Gas consumption. Guess what? She start becoming high maintenance. Guess what? Not being able to go the long haul because the engine start overheating. Guess what? She won't be able to go the long haul without getting an attitude with you and overheating a very simple situation. I can't break it down more simple than that. So if you think that you can come to me, ask me a question, Morpheus, I want to be virtuous and I don't want to donkey dunk until I get married. You know what I'll be saying? I feel sorry for him. Because he don't know what he's getting himself into. And let's be a psychologist for a moment. There are two sides to an individual. And I know this because I told you I've been there, done that. You never know that person until you get intimate with them. Sometimes because what happens is your chemistry change. When you with the person and you don't donkey dunk, you just see them every day. Hey, how you doing, Sarah? Oh, how you doing, Jim? Their chemistry is yellow at the time. It's yellow. It's it. Their chemistry is yellow. Their brains is lit up yellow. Even though they're interested in you, even though they want to donkey dunk, whatever, and they're curious, it's still yellow. It don't matter. They know nothing from you. Sit at a dinner table. You can start playing with each other. All this old flirting. It don't matter. It's still yellow. You don't know anything about them. That's why I'm getting ahead of myself. When you do decide to consummate with that person and confirm, oh, this was great. Guess what? Now your chemistry is blue. Now, because y'all got intimate with each other, because you saw a different side of that person, it's blue. And when this happens, you'll see that person differently. This person start acting differently. This person got different energy. This person opened up a different, and what's the frightening part about it is a lot of women don't understand this. Just like men, they talk all kind of jazz and stuff just to be able to donkey dunk, right? Okay. So what happens is this. Once you give them the candy and the cookies, some of them, they go crazy and lose their mind, or they become controlling, or they become jealous. Get that? Or they become stalkers, right? Why? Because you turned on the chemistry. Because at first it was all yellow. Everything was good. You didn't know that 50% of them is the display that they just want to show you. That's too plutonic. That's the business, separate your intimacy from your professionalism, or what you do daily with your tight pants on. All right. But when you are intimate with that person, it's a totally different switch that turns on in them, especially for women. They'll go crazy. That's why you witness and you see on YouTube and other channels, these girls busting tires and bashing windows and I'm going to run you over. All this because you messed with her. You pushed buttons that was in her synaptic lobe from your so-called dopamine injections, that start messing with her. And it became an addictive agent in her body that caused an obtrusive stimulation. Therefore, she can't handle the drug inducement that you are providing and inspiring and affecting her body to be enlightened of. So therefore, the yellow transforms to blue, and now you see her totally differently, and now she's chasing after you in the middle of the street with something long in her hand. You're like, baby, stop. Baby, I didn't mean to, baby. You're not going to break up with me. You're not going to break up with me. Oh, you going to break up with me? Okay. I'm going to break everything then. Okay. You want to break up? Okay, fine. All right. Okay. I'm going to make a phone call. And now you on pins and needles while you sitting in the chair. You don't know what she's going to do. Because now you're feeling like your life is threatened because you messed with something that you didn't know what you're getting yourself involved in. So how in the world, when you say, oh, I'm going to wait till marriage to open up that package, you are out of your mind. If you open up that package and you already signed the dotted line, this girl is your wife, you're done. You're done. You're finished. Have you ever watched that? Some of y'all know about this game called Max Payne, right? And in Max Payne, the game now, I think it was part three, Max Payne part 3. And the father of the kid that Max Payne had to get rid of, right? And he was standing outside and he was crying over his son. And he said, you know what? You're done. You're done. You're dead. You're done. No, he was serious, like bottom line, period. That same expression is the same as you signed the bottom line like that, because now whatever consequences you got to deal with, you got to deal with it. And it's sometimes it never goes down well, not with the high rate of divorce. Now, I'm not saying you need to go out there and be promiscuous. That's not what I'm saying. That is not what I'm saying. I'm not saying you need to give it up to everybody that you consider to be a proper prospects. No, because we don't even know how to go that far. What I would do myself is I would take the relationship through stages. If she want to be a friend, fine, let's be friends. You know, she's interested in me, let's be interested. Let's hang out and date or whatever. Okay, we don't have to sit there and, be adult like XX. You know, we don't have to. Because I need to figure out who you are and what you all about. But if I'm really feeling this girl, if this girl is really, if this girl is the type of girl that I need her to be, right? And I'm thinking, you know what? I think I want this girl to be with me for the rest of my life. I think it might be the one. I'm saying if. I'm not saying that it is. I'm saying if. Don't y'all sit up and say, oh, first you're talking about blue pill. You know, how are you going to talk about that? And you're red pill. No. Calm your bones down. Listen to the professor. If I did, okay, then at that particular moment, if I want to take it somewhere serious, I need to go ahead and open up the package. I need to see what she's going to do if I light her up. If I light her up, I need to know if she's going to be a firecracker that's going to blow up everything, or is she just going to be cool? If she's going to be like, okay, I'm still the same girl that you met the first day. I'm still your friend. I'm still the one that was cool with you sitting on the other side of the restaurant. I'm still the one that was on the back of your sissy bar on your motorcycle. I'm still the one that's in the passenger seat of your truck. Right? I'm still the girl. I ain't changed. I'm still doing my hair. I'm good. I'm good with you because that's where I want to be. Then I'm like, okay, then she might be possible. She might be possible. And the rest is up to her. After that, the rest is up to her. I ain't going to change either. I'm just going to be okay. If you got a good thing, keep it. And that's what I'll be telling her. I'll be like, listen, the door's open, sweetheart. Just keep it. All you need to do is keep it. The ball's in your court. If you don't, hey, that's up to you. If you lose, that's because you wanted to lose at this point. You understand? And therefore, at least you're getting somewhere. At least if it goes haywire after a few years or something, if things go bad, at least you did your Carfax. At least you took your time. At least you understood that it wasn't completely your fault. You did the best you can do and it still blew up in your face. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Okay. But don't be a blind mice. Don't be someone who's actually you jump into a swimming pool and you don't even know if there's water down there or not. And you just jump. Oh, I got a leap of faith because I'm a Christian. Because I'm a Christian, she's a Christian. And I think that because we're going to be holy in the name of God, it's better to marry than to burn. So I'm just going to say, I do. Okay. Yeah. Christians, they flip off of that balcony as well and go right down there. And guess what? There's a pool of Christians as well in history. Just because you think that we are holy and we both go to church every day. Yeah, they get divorced too, sweetheart. They get divorced too as well, Bob. They get divorced as well. They go through worse situations because now you with repackaged people who was once upon a time out there on the streets. So they're 2 times worse than the person who's not of your religious circle. They're 2 times worse. It's still a moronic move. So no matter how you look at it, you're going to have to know how to test the river before you jump in. Put your toes in it first. those rotted toes and dusty toenails, and put it in there and test it out. If you don't want to do it, then it's going to be your fault. So no, absolutely not. So there you go. I had to break it down like that. I know it was long. I had to stay on this fiery beat because some people don't get it. Okay. And you will be surprised how many females will start talking that dumb stuff. And and what I was going to say, they don't do it anyway. They'll tell you that, oh, I want to wait till marriage before. Yeah. What a joke. You gave it up in high school and in college. Come on. Who you think you fooling? Now, all of a sudden, because you did too much of it and you meet this blue pill beta, only a blue pill beta will say, okay, okay, I'll wait. I guess she's a good girl. She's virtuous. I'm going to wait. And you'll be the first one to be stuck in that marriage for 9-10 years and you swallowing blue pills like it's water. And you walking around bald head, you can't even putt a good golf game anymore. And you can't even concentrate on your work nor the computer screen without flicking some PORN because you ain't getting it no more. Okay? And you got a crucifix sitting on your desk. Oh, I'm a Christian and I'm doing well in life. Yeah, Bob. Sure. Sure you are. Yeah. I like your facade. Thank you. But no, thank you. As for me, I'm going to be the smart person and I'm going to put my body, I'm going to dip in the water first before I know what I'm getting myself into. I'm not going to be like you. I'm going to look down before I dive. You understand? I'm going to put I'm going to test drive it first. And I want to know this car is endure before I sign any check. I ain't signing nothing. I'm not buying a daggone thing if I don't know what it's capable of doing. Only idiots do that. Only a retard blue pill. So when a girl says something like that, she's expecting for you to be Dodo the bird. She's actually testing you. And if you the dumb one, okay, she's like, oh, good. I got a blue pill moron. Yes, let's get married. Because it's, yes, I can take you for everything. Yes, I can abuse you. Yes, I'm going to be running your home. Yes, I'm going to be the mom and the dad. You're going to be the little girl sitting in the passenger seat of your own truck. Because you said yes to my program that will not befit you. All right. 47 minutes into it. I'm going to get back to the story now. I was going to cut it up and make two of them. So getting back. Now the story's short. But that's okay. It's okay. I can deal with it. Listen. So here's the thing. I tell the guy, him being with her for 2 years and his wife and her being stoic, not so happy and so rigid and everything, right? And so he's fresh into it. So I get to the store that he was working at, right? Told you he joking and playing. And when I was there, he was actually flirting with the girl behind the counter. Listen carefully. He was flirting with another female. You'd be like, oh, there's nothing wrong with that. Oh, yes, it is. Flirting is no different than cheating. I don't play that. No, when you put your energy somewhere else, you're flirting. You did it. You might as well just go ahead and consummate because you've already consummated. Being intimate with someone is with your mind, your body, and your spirit, not just under the sheets. That's only a physical way to do it. There are more crucial ways to bond with somebody than just physical. When you're making them laugh and they're joking, they're touching your shoulders and you just feeling good like they're your best friend. Okay, no, they're close to you because that's what you're supposed to save for your companion. That's supposed to be for your companion at home, not for some stranger. If you're giving that away to a stranger, they're cheating on you. The minute some man walk up to your wife and she's laughing and joking, she's giggling, oh, you're so funny. Right? Her face all red. She can't even contain herself. She start going through several emojis because he's making her feel that way. You understand? He's messing with the G-spot in her head. In her mind is a G-spot up there. Her emotions is a G-spot. And he's tapping on it or probably smashing on it. And you standing there, oh, it's okay. That's just her friend. Absolutely not. I wish you would. Her stuff would be sitting right there on the doorstep. Get out. What did I do? We didn't do nothing. No, go back to your friend. I ain't got time for it. I'm going to find somebody else who knows that I am her center of attraction. He's your center of attraction. You playing with him. You playing with fire. Because guess what? As soon as something happens, that's going to be the guy who's been messing with her and you never know nothing about it. That same guy been making her laugh, buying her stuff. Oh, that's just my friend. Oh, he brought me a meal. We went out this weekend. He brought me a meal. He was so nice. He gave me some tickets to the ice game. Where did he get it from? I don't know. He just got the money for it, but he gave it to me. That's the guy who's going to be taking your woman away from you because you're thinking all it takes is for her to be, for them to be roller coastering in the bed. Absolutely not. No, she's roller coastering with him emotionally. And she latched onto him, giving him her time and energy. Only you are supposed to be the one to be making her feel that way. Only you are the one supposed to be making her light up like a firecracker, not no one else. If they're doing it, guess what? Y'all in a threesome relationship. You're her husband. He's her husband. There's more aspects to yourself than the physical. If you don't understand that, forget it. And you wonder why we don't have any such thing as an honorable marriage anymore, because we don't even know what it's all about. We don't even know ourselves. Oh, he helped me with the down payment on this car because he knew that you can do it, but he was trying to be nice. He just put like a couple of $1,000 on it. Oh, really? Okay, I'm all right with that. It just helped me out. No, he's putting a down payment on an investment on your woman. And she know it, and she's going to play it off. She's going to be standing there like, oh, I don't like him. He's ugly. He got a big nose. He's too short. All this to play him off, but he's going to be the second guy. Actually, he's already the guy. He's already there because you ain't. So basically, that's what he was doing to her at this time. And I was kind of like, what am I going to do? I didn't. And I told you, I'm a straightforward shooter and I lose friends sometimes and I lose girlfriends. I tell it like it is. And sometimes people don't want to accept it. So I didn't like what he was doing because the girl seemed to be all right. She seemed to be diligent and she thought that he was this, straightforward guy. He'd never do me like that. Right. And as he walked away, the girl came up to me. Right. And she knew me. She said, oh, you're so-and-so's friend. I said, yeah, I am. She said, I have a question. I'm like, OK. So-and-so said that they weren't married and they didn't have any kids and they wanted to be with me and they were going to take me across town, stuff like that. Is that true of your friend? Did your friend? I said, yes, absolutely. It's not true. I said, he is married. And no, he's already in a committed relationship. And as a matter of fact, his wife is at home right now. Yeah, I busted him out like that. I sure did. She looked at me like she said, what? Are you kidding me? You got to be kidding me. No way. I said, yep. He's sitting here flirting with you and he got a woman at home. So don't take him seriously. Don't even do it. And you know why I did? I'm going to tell you why I did that. I know what y'all thinking. Oh, he's ratting. He's a Karen. No, I'm not a Karen. I'm going to tell you why I did it. I'm going to tell you why. Because I got a zero tolerance policy because I told this dude, I said, listen, I said, don't get married because you are hot to trot, meaning you just want to get your rocks off. I said, don't get married just because you want to donkey dunk with this woman. You better go out there and you better date around first. Find other women first. Go out there and be a man first. Get some experience first before you try to settle yourself down. I'm trying to be nice with his relief, right? Because in his religion, again, he said, well, it's better to marry than to burn. So I'm trying to be respectful here, even though I don't agree with whatever you believe in. It's, again, what you believe in. I know in things. You just believe in things. But if you want to believe in things, go have it. Go at it. I ain't going to judge you. I'm just going to be like, okay. Nature's still going to be like, all right. We got another moron over here. And he's going to be falling in probably 5 years. And let's go ahead and let's get it ready. Let's prepare for the failure. So don't listen to me. You don't have to, because nature is going to come in and put its foot down and it's going to be like an earthquake. I'm just going to be there to be the messenger. As always, I told him not to do it. I said, dude, don't marry this girl just because you want a donkey dunk. You need to get a chance to know her. Be good to this girl. Don't ruin her like that. She thinking that you're this straightforward Christian, better to marry than to burn. But no, he married it all because he wanted the donkey dunk. Okay. All right. But yet he still had the itch to be with other women. Why? because he wasn't ready to settle down, because he didn't know himself, because she should have driven the car first, but no. Especially herself. She was just as at fault with this, because she didn't want to. I'm going to get to that in a moment. In just one moment. So I'm like, okay, I said, go easy on him. He's trying to learn himself. She said, oh, okay. The cashier girl who he was flirting with. I said, just let him be. And, just let it go. Okay, fine. So I hear from another associate of mine, and it's another female. I've been around, but not like that. I just have a lot of social people that I spoke to. Every person I came across, it wasn't that I was in the thick of the thing. So don't think that way. But there was another girl who said the same thing. And actually another friend of mine who was around us when we went out to party and start, having dinners and stuff like that. And say, you know what, this so-and-so guy keep flirting with my wife. I'm like, wait a minute, who are you talking about? Yeah, that guy over there. Oh, him, that same guy, fresh in their marriage, right? Still got that relationship itch because he's not getting enough, right? Like, why is he flirting? I'm getting ready to, I'm gonna go over there. And I said, no, don't let him be. I said, listen, just be cool, right? I'll deal with the situation. You don't have to go over there and introduce him to a couple of stars that he never seen. Okay, you don't have to do that, sir. Okay, just be cool. I'll take care of it. All right, man, good. You're a good friend, man. Thanks, because I don't want to have to say, you don't have to. I got this. Don't worry about it. It's good. It's cool. All right. So the guy was calmed down. Okay, man, flirt with my wife like that. That beep, 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 beep. Split the. Mother split, beep, beep, beep. Right? I'm like, wait, okay. Well, okay, cool, dude. Cool it down. So before I walk away, right, I'm getting ready to talk to him. So he ended up walking somewhere else so I can reach him. So I go into the kitchen to get some punch, right? Kool-Aid punch stuff. I'm going to drink it. I was going to give it to a couple of kids that was out there. I care about kids. I'm always I'm going to give to them and make sure that they're taken care of. Y'all need something to drink? There's some food in there. Forgetting about me getting I give it to them. So I go in the kitchen to get some punch, right? And the girl's wife was in there, and she had a angry scowl on her face. Like, why don't you smile? It's a sunny day out here. It's pretty decent out here. Everybody's enjoying themselves, and the wind is calm. You can put your styrofoam plate down. Ain't gonna blow anywhere. What's going on? Me and my husband had a little small argument, but it wasn't my fault. I'm like, what happened? Well, so-and-so started walking up to me and started, flirting with me, and he's getting all close and everything and smiling and everything. I'm like, what are you talking about? Oh, so-and-so and so-and-so. The puzzle piece start coming together. So I see the catastrophe and things getting out of place and irate, right? So his girl ended up walking in there, and she didn't want to say anything to his wife because she didn't want to start a fight between them by telling her that her husband is doing that. But she ended up praising her husband. She was in there like, oh, my husband is this and that. He's so great. We're going to get a house next year. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. Oh, I'm glad. I thank God for him. He's such a blessing in my life. And that's what really made me sick. I almost dropped my punch glass on the floor right there. I was like, oh, man. It was actually a styrofoam cup. I was going to drop it. I was like, oh, man. She's like, I love this guy. I've been waiting all my life for a man like him. He's just, he brought me a teddy bear just the other day. I'm like, oh my God, oh man, if we tell her, we're going to ruin this girl's day. We're going to break this woman's heart. Oh my goodness, no way. I told the woman, so I said, don't say nothing. She was getting ready to say, turned around, looked. I said, no, with the hand gesture. Shh, hush. No, I got it. No. Okay, let's pretend. Okay, he's good. He's a good guy. He's cool, right? I'll deal with it. And a day left. Actually, after the day was over, everything was cool. The guys left, and the guy ended up calling me that night. The guy of mine, saying, thank you for handling that situation, because I was getting ready to run over there and throw him in the pool. Make sure that he never come back out of it. So have you talked to him? I said, I'm getting ready to. I'm thinking things over right now, but I'll make sure that he never flirt with your wife again. Don't worry about it. He's like, okay, thanks, man. You're a good bro. Like, that's what I do. And that night I sat on the edge of the bed and I thought about it. Right. And I said, you know what? Maybe I don't want to get myself involved. The girl's happy. I don't want to break this girl's heart. She's a nice girl, even though she's really not a people person and she's like standoffish, but she's so seemingly kind of just really naive, naive and just thinking that everything is wine and roses. I mean, she just don't really know what's going on. I don't want to destroy her paradise. I don't want to, but I was thinking to myself, he's going to do it eventually. He's going to destroy. She's going to find out that he's doing this, and he might actually go the fourth, hit a home run with one of these women. It's over. I said, I'm gonna let it go. Right. I went to sleep that night and actually had a dream and a vision. And I couldn't sleep. It was almost like you're asleep, but you're not asleep. I was in that place, in that world at the time, but my body felt like it was still awoke. It was a terrible night. The day after, I was actually very tired because I was actually awoke the whole night while my mind drifted off. So I really didn't sleep. And in the vision, I had a dream of his wife, and his wife had the guy who was flirting with everybody, my friend, right? She was crying, and she was crying so bad. I mean, she was crying so bad. I felt sorry for her, and I couldn't reach her, but she was crying, and her face was all red. It's like, I can't believe that he'd do something like this. I just can't believe it. I'm just sitting like, oh, what can I do? What can I do? It's amazing how a short scene like that will seem like it's like 2 minutes, but it actually was 8 hours. When you wake up like, dang, that was 8 hours. And the horrible part about it is that really hurt me the most is what she did to herself. She did something to herself. Because she couldn't believe that he would do that. And she just, she did that. And it hurt me. And I just, oh man, I got to do something about this. When I woke up, I was like, I got to do something. This is too much of a burden on my hands for me not to say something. So you know what? Okay, they're going to be mad at me, but I'm going to have to do what I got to do. I got to put my foot down. I'm not going to be responsible for this. Okay. I get it, universe. Stop messing with me. You coming to Morpheus and you putting this responsibility in my lap. Okay, I'm a man up. I got it. I'm going to do it. The hell with it. I got this. Here I am donning myself. I'm in mission mode now. Forget it. I don't care. Straightening my shoes, my pants up. I'm like, okay, let me just eat this toast and stuff. I'm gonna get out of this house. I'll see what I can do. So I arranged for my schedule, to which they know I stop by every now and then, do some work on the car, check up on them. So I decided to do a flyby. Okay. While he was gone at work. I know y'all thinking, oh, terrible. No, because I'm not going to have blood on my hands. Absolutely not. No way. Morpheus don't work like that. I don't work like that. I told you in one of my audios, if I can prevent the imminent end and I'm responsible and if I can prevent it, I'm going to prevent it. Okay. And I told you, I don't stick my nose in everybody's business. Sometimes it's not wise. This is best to leave it, just leave it where it is. But sometimes life will put it in your hands. And when you ignore it, it's still going to be it's still on you. The damages is your fault. You are responsible because you didn't do nothing about it. It don't matter if they are adults and they can make decisions on their own. If you got the information, you got the ability, you don't do nothing, forget it. You're the one who's going to be judged for it by nature. Nature going to say, well, I sent it your way and you didn't do nothing about it. Okay, you're going to endure the same sorrow. I'm going to find you and I'm going to make it 2 times worse for you because you don't care about nobody but yourself. It's called compassion. You know what that word is? Compassion. Say it slowly. So I go by there and I'm like, I sent some mail over here. I'm knocking through the door, right? Hello. She answered the door, all scruffy looking, hair all messed up. I said, I sent some mail over here. Did y'all get a couple of pieces of my mail over here? I said, oh, no. No. And I'm thinking, okay, well, all right, thinking I'm going to walk away. I know what she's going to do. Oh, wait, you looking for so-and-so? He's at work. Oh, okay. Well, I got something to drink for you. Where you leaving pretty fast? Like, oh, well, you got some water? Yeah, sure. She opened up the door, right, and we're sitting down, and I'm thinking, okay, how can I bring to it? I just got to just give it to her. Just be plain and simple, because I don't want this woman to be hurt. And this story right here should be contrary to what some women think. Oh, men are just always out to get you. Remember what I said in the beginning audio, where some people always love something negative. People aren't always out to get you. Some people really care about you, and they're telling you the facts because they don't want you to be hurt. It have nothing to do. It's not being a misogynist. It's that we see the future, and information and truth is something that people just aren't willing to accept. Okay? There are nice situations that occur, but we just don't want to talk about it. It's not broadcast on the news enough or your social media, because it's called social engineering. So all of us can walk around scared of each other and mistrusting each other when that person is really trying to be there to help you. Because they don't want you to be helped. They want you to walk around and be scared of everything, every element, every disease, and everything a person can do for you. So therefore, you'll never succeed. And they'll put your life in a plastic box when it's said and done, and put a stamp on it and sell you. That's the whole agenda. Okay. So I'm like, all right. I sit down. She gives me a glass of water. I said, let me give her a name. I said, Dana, this bogus name here. Dana, I need to speak to you. He said, okay, what is it about? It's about your husband. What about him? Her eyes getting big now. She's sitting on the couch. I said, listen, I don't want you to be alarmed, okay? And nothing has happened yet. All right? But I have to tell you this. I don't want you to be hurt. I'm doing this for your own good. Okay. And you don't have to tell them that I told you this. If you do, I don't care. Okay. Because the truth is the truth. If I lose a friend, I lose a friend. If you jump, that's okay. I got a fly swatter. I can care less. I can handle my own. So, well, I don't care, because this have to be, I got to fix this. Listen, there's been rumors that he's flirting with other girls, and nothing has happened yet, Dana, but in the future, it just might happen. He just might get the cookies from another woman, and it's because he's working himself up to do it. I don't think he's satisfied with being with you. Now, at first she got upset. No, you trying to break our relationship up. What are you trying to do? What type of game are you running here? Like, my husband would never do anything like that. I said, listen, calm down. My husband would never do nothing like that. I know him. Listen, they've been together for 2 years. I know him. God, he prays every day. God wouldn't let him do that. I'm like, listen. I had to slow her down for me. I slapped my hand on the table like, listen, why do you think I'm over here? I don't know. You just want to start this. I said, no, listen, shut up. Listen. Why do you think I'm over here? If I was over here to break up your relationship and all that, wouldn't I be flirting with you? He's nowhere around, and I'm sitting here talking to you over a glass of water. It's not because I'm interested in whatever you got to offer. I didn't waste my time driving clear across town over here to warn you just to start a dissension between you and your husband. I'm giving you a warning that this could possibly be the end of your relationship if you're not aware about it. I need you to be aware. I need you to be aware that he's doing this, and it could be the end. And of course, she's in between now. Now here comes her, I want to accept, but I don't want to accept what he's saying type of ordeal. Now she's upset. Now he'll never do anything like that. He's doing something like that. He'll never do anything like that. Oh, I believe you, but I don't believe. I believe it. I don't believe. Now her eyes are now glistening, all bright blue, right? All distorted. Okay, thank you. I'm not going to say nothing to him. I'll think about it. I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to say nothing. Okay. So fast forward the story, and I know you want to know what happened later on. Okay, fine. I'm going to tell you. Lo and behold, very good. She didn't say anything about it. Okay, for a little while. Right? But not a good month passed. Oh, yeah. Yep. You know, the time came where they got into an argument. Of course. Yeah, of course. Right? And yes, she spilled the beans. She did. She spilled the beans. She said, Morpheus warned me about you flirting with other girls. I know what y'all thinking. Oh, God, here we go. You know, we fighting in the street. No, Morpheus don't fight. You don't. I would tell you this, and I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be very, very, very brief and small. I don't fight. I don't. I'm not condone. I don't fight. It's going to, no, I don't do it. It won't be a story when you say, oh, on the news, you know, these two guys was fighting in the street. Nuh-uh. I don't know. No, absolutely not. No, and I don't reach for anything either. Okay, I'm just going to tell you this. Go and watch Mike Tyson fights. You know it's going to be 9 rounds. No, first round, 2, pop, pop, over. Oh, wait a minute. What just happened? Whoa. What? I didn't even see his arm move. Like, what? Nuh-uh. I don't play that. So we jump now. Boom. I got a fly swatter. Over. What just happened? Dang. One moment he was standing there, and now he's laying down. Is he okay? What got him? No, I don't do that. But he did give me a call, right? And he had his little girl fit, little pissy fit, talking about, man, why you tell her that? Man, you trying to break our marriage up. Why you gonna tell her some stuff like that, man? Why you gonna? I said, hold on, let's slow down. Hold your grip. Listen, dude, hold your grip. Okay, and I'm on her side now. Listen. You know, women thinking I'm misogynist and I don't care about women. Okay, listen, I wasn't being white knight. Okay, whoever is being harmed, I'm going to make sure that they're not being harmed. It don't matter. I wasn't being a Karen. I got to do what's right because we need to make sure that, listen, I don't want that blood on my hands. That dream was haunting me. If I didn't say or do anything, I'll know for sure that stuff will come into reality and I'm in trouble. And now it's on the front page of the news that this happened. Like, oh, I can't believe. Yeah, it happens too. So I said, listen, I don't stand by what you're doing. I told you not to get married if you're not going to be satisfied with this girl. Our buddies, my buddies, keep telling me that you're flirting with this girl, you're flirting with that girl. You are floozying around, and I know full well you're going to hook, line, and sink them one of these days, and I am not going to be responsible for witnessing this and not saying anything. I said, you are wrong. I don't stand by wrong. You're wrong what you're doing to this girl. She believes in you. You understand? She got married to you because she was expecting for you to be satisfied with her. And you promised that you was. You went through the vows with this woman. Don't go through a vow with a woman if you're not going to be stable with her, if you're not going to be sensitive to her or to her adjustments, to what she needs. And you're going to be selfish and just drive yourself to paradise and leave her behind. Then why did you marry her? So you can imagine over time, as you hear me speak all the time, being your Morpheus and your empowerment provider, I was like that, but it was more expletives as well. Bleep, bleep, bleep. You bleep, bleep, bleep. Why you bleep? I don't stand by bleep, bleep. While I'm throwing facts out there. To the point where when we got off the phone, he's like, all right, man, I get it. All right, man. You're right, man. Like, no, you need to be faithful to her. Stop the games. If you don't want to do it, divorce her. Listen, leave her alone if you're going to be with some other woman. Simple as that. Don't play with her. Because if you play with her feelings, if you play with her expectations while you're with her, I'm not going to be held accountable if a pot in the pan come flying across the room and probably something else. Don't come calling me. I'm not going to come and save you. As a matter of fact, don't even socialize with me anymore. Anybody come call me and ask me what happened, I don't know a thing. Don't come calling me. I don't know that dude that was an idiot, a blue pill, moron across town. Who are you talking about? Well, who? So, John, Joan. What's his name? Joseph. What? No. I don't know. I don't know that guy. What's his name? Brandon. Oh, Brandon. Oh, no, I don't know. Boy, I see that you have some text messages here. You've been no, you got the wrong person. Sorry, officer. Got nothing to do with it. I'm not gonna put myself in that position. I said, listen, do right or shape up or shape out. Simple as that. Oh, okay, man. I just can't believe it. Yeah, I told her because you'd want the same thing for you. What if she's doing that to you? What if she's out there flipping on all these guys? Would you want to? Well, yeah, man. You'll be upset, wouldn't you? You'll be upset, wouldn't you? Shut that noise down. Shut it down. Take the volume to the radio and shut it down, or I'll just unplug it altogether. Shut the noise down. Do right or get out. Simple as that. Like, yeah, man. Okay, man. I get your point, man. Hang the phone. I didn't hear anything from him ever since then. Didn't hear anything from him. It was done. It was finished. That's okay. I can move on. I can find other venues in my life. I got other things to do anyway. Right? So, here's your shebang and your kicker on this one. As you expect, come to find out, today, no, they're not together. Absolutely not. Actually, they've been separated. I think it was like, how many years ago was that? Like several years ago. I don't want to get the account wrong, but it's been a while now. They haven't been together. And come to find out, he got another woman pregnant while they were together. Okay, during those years, those 2-3 years, right? Wasn't even that long. Ridiculous, just ridiculous, right? And she did find out the hard way that that's exactly what he was doing. He did hit a couple of home runs while he was in a relationship with her. It was a couple of home runs. Okay. There wasn't no free pointer where you hit the rim shot and don't go in. No, he swished it right in there. Okay. And when she called me up not too long ago, she actually thanked me more than anything and apologized for not wanting to believe me. And she said the only thing that saved her, listen, she said what saved her life was the very fact that I gave her a warning and told her ahead of time that the possibility was there. She said in her past life, her boyfriend did that to her one time when she was a teenager, 17, 18 years old. She tried to commit suicide. She tried to commit suicide with one of her past relationships. She said she didn't want to get her heart broken again. She wasn't going to be able to handle it. That's why she didn't want to believe me. She couldn't bear it again. She said she was going to be done with life. The only thing that saved her was the fact that I went over there with compassion and concern for her to let her know what was going on. I saved her life. And now she's happy for it. She said, you know what? If it wasn't for you, that would have been it. But because you said something, I kept thinking about it. Every time we was talking, that's why he was acting funny. That's why he was overly trying to buy stuff from me. That's why he was trying to be nice to me. That's why he was pretending to tell me sweet nothings in my ear, because he was doing sweet nothings to somebody else. Outrageous. Do you understand? So therefore, the universe will do that every now and then. They'll drop a ball and say, you know what? You better, because if not, you're going to be responsible. I ain't got nothing to do with it. I'm going to just close my walk the other. Okay, go ahead and walk the other way. Nature's going to be like, I got you. Okay, I got a tab on you, buddy. Fine. I'll give somebody else the responsibility. But you know what? I'm coming for you. Since you don't want to be right by nobody, since you want to be a liar and help the liar by hiding the liar's secrets, then you're going to be just as accountable as that liar. I'm going to make you an accomplice to them. So if they're cheating on them, you cheating on them too. And therefore, you're going to be in the same situation. Somebody's going to cheat on you and you ain't going to know to the last day. How about that? You ain't gonna know till 18 years later if this ain't your child. Too bad. You lose. Oh, I never knew that you had an STD. Oh my God. Now we finally got married and oh, what is this itchy, scratchy? The doctor, well, all I can do is give it this medication. I don't know how long it's going to be sitting there, but it's going to be for like several years. We'll just see what happens and keep taking this medication duly. Take it with 2 glasses of water, as I say, and it's got to deal with it. You know, the inflammation's going to last for a little while, but hey, just wait till it goes away if you want to be active with that person, but you can't be with nobody else. You see the consequences of it. You never know what's going to happen when you try to sign up with the devil. When you sign up with somebody that you know is doing wrong, I ain't gonna say no. I got nothing to do with it. Oh yeah, you will. You will. The moment you know, you will. You will. And then you wonder why nobody wants to get with you, because you're just as devilish as the person that's doing devilish activity. That's why they don't want to get with you. You don't have to be the person stealing from the jewelry shop. The fact that you know that they are, you're stealing. You never know what type of positive effect you can make in somebody's life. Somebody say, don't put your nose in business where it don't belong. Yeah, you don't have to be a Karen. I'm not saying that sort of thing. This situation was unique. I'm not saying you sit outside and you have your lawn chair and you want to get in everybody's business, see what everybody's doing. No, that'll put you in the mortuary really, really fast. I'm not saying do that. Okay. I'm saying sometimes we got to do things out of compassion for that person. So you know what? Don't be deceived. So therefore, this is how I'm going to let you transform this message. Whenever Red Pill is talking, or I myself, as your professor here in the Academy of Wildman, it has nothing to do with me. It's because I realize that these things are happening every day. And there are some people in La La Land, and they don't really care until it happens. When it do happen, now you asking for a doctor. Now you asking for the judge. Now you're like, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm struggling for the rest of my life. I can't believe this. Oh, yeah, you can't believe because you believe. You believed. Instead of thinking. You believed because you didn't know, because you didn't want to know. That's outrageous, isn't it? So therefore, I did not quite give you the title of this one, but I'm going to say what the title, you got the title out there. You got the title already out here on the audio, so you know exactly what the story is all about. But now you know what it means. The fact is, sometimes people speak to you out of love and compassion. It's as simple as that. Sometimes it's not people trying to get something from you, like the girl thought. Like other people may think, oh, you're always after something. Are you trying to destroy the marriage? Or you want to take all the women to yourself? Or you think yourself was this brand new macho man of the 2020s. Now you think you're big and bad, huh? You the best man? No, absolutely not. I'm more modest than you ever think I am. I'm an alpha in my circle because I have standards. I'm serious about myself. I'm serious about my life. I'm serious about what I want. And you know what? When that's the case, then I'm the chief of the village. I'm going to stand there with my arms crossed and wish you would cross the line, because that's my life involved. And I'm going to do everything I can to protect my standards, whether you like it or not. I don't give a care. I don't care. So if that makes you sensitive, too bad. That's your problem. That's for you to deal with. That's your psychological issue. Go find you a doctor somewhere who's willing to listen to your BS, because I'm not.